Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of Voice AI podcast, where we discuss the future of voice AI. Today, I'm excited to host Assaf Asbag, who is the Chief Technology and Product Officer at aiOla. Welcome, Assaf.
Thank you very much. Cool to be here.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I'm going to do like a very short intro on what aiOla does, and then we can start our deep dive. So aiOla is an Israeli startup founded in 2019, building enterprise-grade voice AI. Its tech enables accurate voice-to-data automation in noisy, multilingual, jargon-heavy environments. And you guys seem to have four products, right? The Jargonic ASR, which focuses on accurate speech recognition. aiOla app, which seems to be a consumer-first app, right? For frontline workers, audio intelligence, which is an SDK, but also an app. And also you have text to speech API as well. So aiOla raised 58 million so far, including United Airlines Ventures, which is very, very interesting. Never heard about them doing venture stuff. So I think we'll talk about that too. And serves industries like aviation, logistics, pharma, and manufacturing. Was that accurate? Like, good job, ChatGPT?
Sounds very accurate. I would just correct one thing. We have one service. One service is to take spoken data, natural speaking, and to transform it to structured data. This is what we do. Okay, and we do it for enterprise, for frontline employees. In order to do it, you need to have strong speech recognition. You need to have an agent that takes spoken data and transform it to structure in a consistent and reliable way. And you need to serve it. We serve it with an app. If the company we serve doesn't have an app, or with an SDK if they have an app and they want to integrate us inside.
Yeah, before we do a deep dive, Asaf, can you give a bit background of your sort of like what's your role, also what has been your experience so far?
Thank you for asking. Basically, I'm an AI guy. My passion is totally focused on algorithms, machine learning, and AI. I started as a computer vision researcher at Applied Materials. Then I moved to data science, tabular data, time series data in a gaming company. And now I moved to speech and voice and NLP at aiOla. And I will do everything to make sure that the AI will bring value to the company. So sometimes it's with product, sometimes with engineering, but the passion is with AI.
I see. Very cool. Look, it seems like the ASR engine is the sort of the flagship technology you guys have, if I understand it correctly. And what is a jargonic ASR? How do you define it? Like, what's the differentiation compared to other tons of ASR systems out there?
Okay, great question. Basically, I would say that it's 50-50. 50% is our speech recognition and 50% is our agent. Regarding the speech recognition, so when you work with frontline employees, think about manufacturing, logistics, quality control. These are super noisy environments. You hear a lot of voices. It's crowded areas. Okay. Usually, frontline employees will not speak natively the language of their company. For example, you will have a lot of situations with heavy accents. Okay. And on top of it, these are super jargon heavy industries. For example, pharmaceutical, when you need to talk about medicines, or car manufacturing, and you need to do quality control over the engine of something. So you have name of parts of the engine. So these are not a general purpose words that you can find and transcribe with general purpose speech recognition. So Jargonic came to solve exactly that. We started as a company that wants to solve this problem for frontline employees, but we saw that it just doesn't work. So we needed to build a speech recognition lab in order to solve all these issues. So we built Jargonic. So one important ability we have a patent on it and few papers, is our zero-shot learning, okay? Keyword spotting. You just give us a list of words. It can be thousands of words, okay, of your specific jargon in text. And then we can recognize it in speech, in the acoustic environment, without training. Now, in order to do it, we developed a very special dual transformer architecture. Okay, so it's two different encoders that are combined together with the speech recognition and the keyword spotting and trained together in order to detect this heavy jargon. And you can see keywords features, keywords detection features in other ASRs. But if you will compare ours to what you can find in the other ASRs, you will see that it's not comparable.
It's like the custom vocabulary concept that others have. Is it
With
similar to
zero
that, but performance is better? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and zero shot. Okay, just a list of words in text without any fine tuning
I
or
mean,
anything.
yeah. I mean, I think like all of them have that capability. Some have a limited number of words that you can supply. I think 1,000 is pretty decent. But I think zero shot, I've seen others doing that as well. Actually, we have an ASR actually at Crisp, its own device. It's very different, like real time type of, but we have this limited number of words that you can supply as well. So your differentiation is like it's high accuracy, it's tuned
Exactly.
out for those vertical sort of use cases.
Exactly. We have a very strong lab, and we did a lot of work on it. And I welcome you to compare our keywords with others. Really something special. This is the first one. The second one is our proprietary data. We collected massive data, and we focused on noisy environments. So most of our training data includes a lot of noises, different noises, and different accents. It helped us to be much more robust than current ASRs. Our hallucination rate when you have background noises is much lower. So this is another big capability. And we developed our own platform to fine tune our LoRa's, our adapters very fast. If we have situations in which even we are so robust, we still have issues, of course. So we can fine tune with very low amount of examples. So we just have a workshop in ICML. ICML is a very impressive conference for machine learning. For years, I tried to be accepted there about generating examples in a very natural way. So we have the ability to take few examples of noise and then generate many examples with text to speech, and then to integrate the noise together with the speech in a very natural way. So we can generate a lot of data. Data is expensive. We know how to generate a lot of data from specific acoustic environment or specific accent. And then if we need, we can fine tune our model very fast with the platform we developed. So we have all this ecosystem for the speech recognition in order to handle this tough challenge of frontline employees in big
Yeah,
enterprises.
that's very interesting. And the experience these frontline employees have is, do they have like a phone in front of them? Is it happening on the phone? Like they're like, let's say, I don't know, having a meeting, offline meeting with someone else, or is it like calls? Like how does it, like what's the use case there?
So it's an application, or usually it will be with tablets or cell phones, usually. But basically, it's a SaaS solution. You can deploy it anywhere. If you have, smart glasses, for example, if you want. But yeah, most of our use cases are with the cell phones or tablets.
It's for post-processing, right? You don't probably need real-time processing.
Everything is real time.
Oh, real-time, okay.
Yeah, because eventually, think about it. Eventually, the vision is that interface between human and technology will become voice-led. Okay, I think we are not there yet. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we are going to speak with any technology. We are going to talk with our vacuum cleaner, with our refrigerator, with our microwave. I think we are going to speak with everything. And so, in order to make it work, you need to make it super natural, super fast. People don't have patience. You really need to do everything in real-time processing. Voice today, I think, starts to be quite crowded in the area of call centers and audio intelligence, right? So we are not there. We went to a different direction, to enterprises, big enterprises like United Airlines, to the processes, to the core processes of the operations, manufacturing, quality control, and so on. And frontline employees, you know that there are more than billion frontline employees in the world. Think about it. And so think about bringing the power of AI to them. This is the reason why we have great partnership with NVIDIA in these terms. You know that Jensen Huang talked about it. The CEO of NVIDIA talked about aiOla in his keynote in GTC. Why? Because we bring GPUs to frontline employees. Think about it. It's huge.
Think the GPUs to frontline employees? Do you mean because in the back end it's using GPUs or actually? Okay. I thought like,
GPUs,
okay,
yes.
okay, good. Got it. Very, very interesting. So United Airlines has backed you guys. I do know they have a venture arm. And like, let's say these frontline workers of United Airlines, they are in the airport. There is all this noise of airplanes around and other things. The airport is very noisy, and they use your technology, your like this frontline app, on a tablet or like a phone to capture conversations, whether it's like human to human, it can also be human to AI, and you are basically processing that to make sense of those conversations and then extract the analytics, insights, and also commands and so on.
Yeah.
Make sense? Is that
It's exactly what you said. I can't talk specifically too much about United. We are in the exploration phase, and we have a lot of we have many use cases. But think about the operations of an airport, not related to United. Think about regulation, compliance, audit. Think about all these processes when today people are working with tablets and maybe pen and paper in the worst case, but maybe the more advanced one with tablets, and speaking is 3 times faster than typing, okay, or writing. Think about the efficiency. And by the way, think about the data entry. Today, a lot of data is lost because people don't actually document what they are doing or just feel part of the information. Think about it if they can speak, even if in their own mother tongue, in their own language. They can say much more information, and then you can utilize it and make it structure and utilize it in real time. So it's efficiency and data collection and then intelligent. This is the value we bring. And think about all the flows, all the processes that these huge companies have.
Yeah, that makes sense. Asaf, like you guys have are you a technology provider or a product provider? So do you have like APIs, or actually it's an end-to-end solution to these industries?
So if we first, Mr. Al CEO said that any AI company should also have a product, and I super agree. Think about the challenge of frontline employees in enterprises. We talked about the speech recognition issue, right? So we have a lot of challenges. And then you need to have your own model because you don't have a one solution that solves everything. And you need the ability to train your models, to fine-tune your models, to handle all the challenges. This is the first layer, let's call it the model providing layer, okay, in a specific language, specific domain. And then you need on top of it to build the technology to extract in a consistent and reliable way in real time to extract the information, right? You do it also in your company, David. So you need to extract the information in a reliable way. And you know that we still have hallucinations, and it's hard to keep tracking context and history and to validate all the time that everything is correct. And we have a lot of functionality. It's not only map between what someone says to events, fields in a form. You have intelligent, okay? You need to classify, map, detect things, okay? So it's an intelligent layer. So we also needed to develop this level of our spoken data to structure data agent. And then you need to serve it. And so if somebody has an application, so you just have an SDK. So you provide it to an API or SDK. But sometimes they don't have, okay? And so we have a big Canadian company, which is in supply chain. Okay, they didn't have an app. So we have a very ease of use an app for frontline employees. Everything is big, very clear. So we also provide the app. So it's end-to-end solution, but
Mm.
you can choose where you want to plug in. Okay, this is
Nice.
the point.
So it's like a white label type of product. Like you provide end-to-end package, and different integrators can sort of adjust it for those specific verticals and take it to the market. Is that?
Exactly. Choose what you
Yeah,
want. You
very,
want
very
unique.
cool, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Yeah. So that sounds great, Asaf. Like, let's talk about um, how you guys see the future, right? I mean, since we have talked about it, like obviously being frontline workers, I didn't know there are so many. That's a huge market. But how do you see like the voice AI sort of progressing and creating more value in that market, right? Um, can you sort of formulate that? I think like usually that's the last question I ask in this podcast, right? Where is the future? How do you see the future of voice AI from
So
your
first,
lens?
I'm sorry to see we are close to end. It's fun.
It's not that
Fun.
maybe we will, spend 20 minutes answering this. It depends on how you see the future.
Okay, cool. I have a lot of ideas there. As I told you, I think voice speech is going to be the main interface between human and technology. Okay, it's just the natural way, and we are not ready in so many ways. Think about today. We have experience, right? The designers. They are designers of UI. They are not designers of experience, of how you integrate, how you collaborate with technology with many dimensions: text, speech, and the graphical interface together. Sometimes it's more easy to press a button, but in most cases it's easier to talk. Sometimes you don't want to talk because I don't know, you have people around you and you want to talk about something private. So maybe you would prefer to write. You don't have today and experience these designers that takes maybe you will start to have, but it's in only the beginning. So we have so many things to do. Think about trustworthy AI. People are afraid from AI. I really don't. I know it from the guts. I don't think there is reason to afraid from it. And I also love history. And basically what we see is that every time we have a big revolution, we have more jobs than the jobs we are losing. You already start to see context manager engineer, RAG engineer, prompt engineer, and we only started. And think about all the monitoring and the reliability engineers that we will have in the future. So I think there are going to be tons of jobs, and we just start to understand them. So think about trust, okay? Watermark on the speech technology, text to a speech. Think about bias, detection of different accents, not transcribing words that you shouldn't. And when you start to integrate it with natural language understanding together, right? We talk about speech to speech models with speech models with language models. So we understand that this is going to be super powerful. Guardrails. I have a full blog about how to do guardrails in the flow level, model level. So many things you need to do, and you need to make the people which are less technical to feel comfortable with AI. So I think we have so much to do there. But eventually, let's go to the technology itself. I love to think all the revolution of AI started with deep learning, right? Neural network. So, and it's like it's trying to mimic the human brain and the biology. So let's think about our hearing, for example. When we hear, we have the ability when we feel we have real-time diagnosis, right? We can understand if you talk with somebody and I don't know, this someone speaks a little bit quiet or too fast. You have the ability to say it in real time. Can you speak a little bit louder? Can you speak a little bit slower? So you have real-time diagnosis, and you have real-time correction as well. You can focus your ear and to hear better the specific person, or to understand that you have an accent issue here in front of you. So you understand that you're going to understand only part of the words, and then you will try to understand better the lips and the body language to understand the intent as well. So I think all of these ideas, they are, we start to see small research here and there, but you don't have a good solution enough that have it all together. So this is only for the speech recognition. We can talk about the conversational AI, right? Today you have voice detection, we have term detection, but it's only the beginning. The speech, the text-to-speech is only, they are trying to mimic emotions, but it's not really reflecting your conversation with the person. It's like general purpose. It's not personalized. Think about personalized conversational AI. Think about inference time correction with reinforcement learning or whatever, or I don't know, updating the prompt or something like it, that in real time can correct. And anyway, so tons of things I think we're only at the beginning.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of innovation to be done on the technology layer in the next 5 years at least, right? Or more actually. And like to some extent, I mean, there are different use cases are going to be unlocked with more sort of as the industry brings more accuracy and quality and speed on the technology layer, but already there are so many use cases that are already unlocked, right? As you guys are doing in this interesting vertical. I'm sure you already create a lot of value with the existing technology. It's just the possible value creation is going to just go, bigger, bigger, bigger in the next 10 years. That's exciting. Well, Asaf, like, thanks so much for coming and sharing. I think like you have a very interesting perspective as a company, right? And also yourself on the voice AI industry. And it seems like you are doing something that creates a lot of value for a lot of companies and people. So congrats on that. And yeah, thanks for coming and sharing your insights.
It was a pleasure discussing with you.